If you haven't been paying attention to the news, well, here we go. We're headed for 2020 in 2026. Who knew that this would happen, right? I think a lot of us knew.
If you thought COVID was bad, that's nothing compared to the energy lockdowns now being pushed. The International Energy Agency now wants alternating license plate restrictions, among other things, where you're not allowed to be on the roads on certain days.
If you aren't prepared, you need to get prepared. Stock up right now. And I mean stock up on every single thing, because this war is changing every single day. So get prepared. We're about to go into lockdown. And not the lockdown you think about, but an energy lockdown. There are going to be limits. There are going to be times you're not going to be able to drive your vehicle. Oh boy, I wouldn't have believed this if I didn't see it and read it for myself. So I'm just going to share this with you. Make sure you share this video out with your family and your friends, because if they do what I am looking at right here, this is going to be absolutely insane. Restricting our driving because of fuel? What?
Listen up. Here comes the energy lockdowns. Fuel stations run out of diesel across Australia. Waiting for days, India feels impact of gas supply chain disruption. Vietnam braces for flight cuts from April after China and Thailand ban jet fuel exports. Iran war ignites African race to keep gas pumps flowing. And another article that we all need to be paying attention to: what soaring diesel costs amid war with Iran mean for meat, vegetable, and fruit prices. So why is there an energy lockdown coming? The IEA now wants alternating license plate restrictions, which means you will not be allowed to be on the roads on certain days. They're also talking about reducing all road speed limits everywhere, so that traveling by road is increasingly suffocating and slow. Let's go over the 10 recommended measures. Number 1, work from home. That sounds familiar. Number 2, reduce highway speed limits. Number 3, shift to public transport. Number 4, increasing carpooling. Number 5, adopt more efficient driving practices. Number 6, car-free Sundays or alternating license plate restrictions. Number 7, improve fleet efficiency. Number 8, avoid non-essential air travel. Number 9, switch to electric or modern cooking solutions. And number 10, leverage flexibility in petrochemical feedstocks. Welcome to the Great Reset. And yes, this was all planned. And I'm telling you, every world leader, every one of them is playing their part for this to happen.
I'm going to be one of the first people to say this, but energy lockdowns are coming and you better be prepared. With the conflict going on in the Middle East, oil prices are already rising, and countries in Southeast Asia have even started telling their residents to start rationing their energy and electricity. Now, you have to couple that with the fact that the United States just got a warning from Iran, basically saying that if we go after their power plants, they're going to go after the ones in Europe. Obviously, that would be horrible news. But if none of that happens, oil will continue to rise just based on this entire conflict and the strait being closed for how long it has been. Now, with the price of oil, everything else is going to go up, including, and more so, electricity. Just like COVID, they are going to basically tell you that you cannot go to work. You cannot use as much electricity as you're using. They have water bans in some places already, like California, Nevada. Hey, don't consume as much water. They're going to do the same exact thing with electricity, and they're going to monitor it and make sure that you don't use as much. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but this year we are having some wacky weather, and this summer is predicted to be one of the hottest on record. Couple that with the fact that our energy infrastructure is totally shot. Places like Texas, we can't even go an entire winter without our electricity shut off because the grid is too tapped out. Now, with all of this going on, this is being viewed as an opportunity from the elite. They want to hollow out the middle class, and they don't care that you can't afford your energy. They want two classes, the rich and the elite, and they want the poor people. They want to make this look like a third world country. So you need to have a plan in place. Obviously, inflation is going to go through the roof. There's two different scenarios. One, they're going to print a whole bunch of money and give everyone stimulus checks to help you afford the energy, in which case inflation and the value of all your money you have saved will completely deplete. Or they're going to keep at it with the high interest rates, and the debt will continue to rise, and the prices will, again, still dramatically go up. Get smart, have a plan in place, start diversifying where your money is going. Hard times are coming, so please be prepared.
Every Wednesday is now a holiday in Sri Lanka if you're a public worker. Schools, unis, museums, you name it. Every Wednesday, they'll now be closed until further notice. An extra day might sound nice, but it's actually to try and save fuel because of the war in the Middle East. And Sri Lanka isn't the only Asian country that's struggling. Since the US and Israel launched its war on Iran last month, the regime there has responded by attacking ships trying to cross the Strait of Hormuz. Millions of barrels of oil and gas are still stuck there. 90% of it is meant for Asia. Some countries are so reliant on Middle Eastern oil that they've only got weeks of fuel left. So in Myanmar, for example, private vehicles can only operate on alternate days. In the Philippines, many government workers have switched to a 4-day week. And in Thailand, People are being told to wear t-shirts rather than suits to try and save on aircon, which can't go any lower than 26 degrees in government offices. Now, some countries like India and China have been talking with Iran to try and get some of their ships through. But for most people elsewhere, this is the new normal.
Okay, I don't want to be right about this, but literally the writing is on the wall. We're going to have energy lockdowns. We're going to have fuel rations. It's starting in the UK. It started in Asia. Qatar just had the biggest liquid natural gas facility in the world bombed to smithereens, up to estimates of 17% of how much oil and natural gas can be processed there. Gone overnight. Flights are being canceled all throughout Asia because of dwindling fuel, and throughout Asia, they're telling people to stay home and save fuel because it's running out. The Strait of Hormuz is still closed, and even if it opened up right now, it would take months to get everything back up to speed. This delay we just saw in the last 21 days of this war is going to have repercussions. Fuel rationing and new 50 miles an hour speed limit plan is on the table for all of the United Kingdom. And at the same time, in the United States, because of the partial government shutdown and lack of TSA employees, staffing issues, flights are getting canceled. This is going to be a different flavor of what happened in 2020.
Now, mind you, most of us knew that this was coming. We knew that the reset was happening. We knew that these countries are working together on this. All of them are coming together for this great reset. Everybody has to play their part. That includes Democrats and Republicans. So miss me with the Dems did this or the Republicans did that. No, they're all the same beast. Let me know what you think down in the comments below.